If there is something that these Hollywood legends have taught us, it's that fame doesn't come without its secrets. But what happened when their private lives became the talk of the town? Today we'll explore 10 of the biggest names in cinematic history who revealed jaw-dropping affairs and forbidden romances. Number 1. Clark Gable. Clark, the suave leading man of Gone with the Wind, became an icon in Hollywood with his rugged charm and unforgettable performances. But what many fans didn't know was the real-life drama behind his polished exterior. Gable's affair with Loretta Young caught everyone off guard when whispers emerged that the two had a secret child together. Their romance was kept a hidden chapter for years due to fears of ruining their Hollywood reputations. But the truth couldn't stay buried forever. In a shocking twist decades later, Young admitted the child she delivered after an extended illness was indeed Gable's. The deception was heartbreaking. Imagine being America's favorite actor and hiding such a scandal at a time the industry judged personal conduct harshly. Gable carried on with appearances, but the truth still lingers. A scandal that redefined his Hollywood legacy and gave fans a glimpse of the sacrifices behind stardom. Number 2. James Dean. James was Hollywood's ultimate rebel, a star who embodied raw charisma and intrigue both on screen and off. But more than his iconic performances, Dean's private life sparked countless debates, and no topic was more controversial than the rumors surrounding his relationships. Whispers of affairs with men and women circulated, adding fuel to the mystery surrounding his sexual orientation. Dean himself contributed to the speculations, famously saying he didn't want to be labeled as anything at all, a statement both daring and ambiguous for its time. Though Dean's life ended tragically young, his reputation as a risk-taker extended far beyond acting. Interviews with close friends and associates have kept his love life in Hollywood's memory, painting a picture of a man who refused to conform to societal norms. Dean's tangled web of relationships added depth to his enigmatic persona, making him not just a star but a legend, defined by secrets Hollywood still imagines decades later. Number 3. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn, the epitome of beauty and mystery, was surrounded by whispers of forbidden romances throughout her life. Her love life was as dazzling and complicated as her career, involving some of the most powerful men in America. Among the most shocking revelations was her rumored affair with President John F. Kennedy. The dazzling star and the leader of the free world, Jimmy Stewart once said, "It sounded like something out of one of her movies." Though never officially confirmed, the rumors grew strong enough to dominate headlines for years. Monroe's iconic "Happy Birthday, Mr. President" performance only fueled the fire, leaving fans to wonder about the secrecy behind their connection. Even in interviews, Monroe's playful statements regarding powerful men left everyone guessing. Her romantic life may have been taboo, but it remains one of the most unforgettable parts of her legacy. Number 4. Elizabeth Taylor. Elizabeth became infamous not only for her breathtaking beauty, but also for her tangled web of relationships. Known as the woman with 8 marriages, perhaps her most shocking affair was with Eddie Fisher. Fisher was married to America's sweetheart, Debbie Reynolds, when Taylor pursued the romance. When the scandal broke, fans didn't hold back their outrage on the betrayal, scraping Taylor's "America's darling" image. Years later, Taylor was unapologetic about her choices. In interviews, she explained how she wanted a life driven by deep passion rather than societal expectations. Taylor's affair may have been taboo, but it cemented her status as Hollywood's ultimate rebel, someone who lived her way no matter the scandal. Number 5. Joan Crawford. Joan was a Hollywood icon with a reputation for pushing boundaries, both on screen and off. It's widely rumored that Crawford had affairs with multiple stars, but the most shocking whispers were about her alleged relationships with women. During Crawford's reign in the 1930s and 1940s, same-sex love wasn't openly discussed, let alone embraced by society. Hints about her preferences emerged in later years through her candid interviews, where Crawford never denied the possibility. Her openness made waves, forcing the industry to confront the rigid moral codes it had, while fans couldn't decide if they admired her boldness or frowned upon the controversy. Crawford's legacy remains part of a fascinating puzzle, mixing bold career choices with unapologetic truths. Number 6. Errol Flynn. Errol, with his dashing looks and adventurous roles in classics like The Adventures of Robin Hood, was the ultimate Hollywood swashbuckler. But Flynn's life off-screen was anything but heroic. It was riddled with scandalous affairs that shattered Hollywood's moral expectations. Nicknamed Hollywood's bad boy, he openly embraced a lifestyle filled with reckless indulgence, partying, and forbidden romances that set tongues wagging. One of the most shocking scandals was Flynn's alleged affair with two teenage girls, which led to a trial that tarnished his reputation. Though Flynn was eventually acquitted, the damage had already been done. Hollywood's elite didn't know whether to worship his charm or shun his behavior. Flynn's devil-may-care approach to life continued throughout his career, keeping reporters busy and the tabloids buzzing. Even today, Flynn's legacy is a mix of artful performances and jaw-dropping controversies that make him unforgettable. Number 7. Ingrid Bergman. Ingrid, the Swedish star of cinema classics like Casablanca, shocked the world when news of her affair with renowned Italian director Roberto Rossellini broke loose. Fans had cherished Bergman for her angelic charm and wholesome image, but her decision to leave her husband for Rossellini in the late 1940s caused a scandal that rocked Hollywood. To make matters worse, Bergman became pregnant with Rossellini's child while still married, a revelation that shattered her reputation overnight. Critics and fans alike condemned her, and even the U.S. Senate denounced her for what they called immoral conduct. Yet Bergman held her ground and defended her love for Rossellini, later acknowledging the affair in interviews. Though her career initially suffered and she was blacklisted in Hollywood, Bergman eventually won back audiences with her stunning performances, proving that talent could endure even the fiercest of scandals. Her love story remains a dramatic chapter of Hollywood history, filled with heartbreak and redemption. Number 8. Rock Hudson. Rock was one of Hollywood's most iconic leading men during the Golden Age, starring in romantic dramas that captured audiences worldwide. But behind his roles as the handsome heartthrob was a private life he felt compelled to hide. At a time when LGBTQ+ identities were stigmatized and careers were at risk, Hudson reportedly kept his relationships and his true self a deep secret. Rumors of affairs with men swirled for decades, but Hudson maintained his public image of the perfect straight leading man to safeguard his career. It wasn't until later interviews and posthumous revelations that Hudson's struggles with balancing fame and authenticity became clear. The actor's brave life reflected the harsh realities of Hollywood's intolerance during that era, revealing the cost of living behind a protective curtain of lies. Hudson epitomized the pain of concealing love while standing under the spotlight of fame, a poignant reminder of Hollywood's unforgiving stance on personal freedom during its golden days. Number 9. Ava Gardner. Ava embodied pure Hollywood glamour, but her tangled love life was anything but smooth. Known for her wild spirit and fiery personality, Gardner turned heads as much for her off-screen passions as her on-screen performances. She had a tumultuous affair with legendary crooner Frank Sinatra, which became one of Hollywood's most talked-about romances. Sinatra was married during the start of the affair, and tabloids had a field day exposing their forbidden relationship. Despite the scandalous circumstances, Gardner didn't shy away from talking about their electric chemistry in later interviews. Her honesty shocked Hollywood, but some credit her transparency as the thing that saved Sinatra's career after he fell from grace. Their story showed that even Hollywood royalty aren't immune to the unpredictable forces of love and scandal. Number 10. Rita Hayworth. Rita, the glamorous queen of Hollywood's golden era, captured hearts around the world with films like Gilda. But her romantic life was far from the blissful romances she often portrayed on screen. The most shocking chapter in her personal story was her tumultuous marriage to Prince Ali Khan, the first time a Hollywood star married into royalty. However, the fairy tale quickly crumbled as their extravagant lifestyles clashed, and rumors of infidelity on both sides plagued their relationship. Hayworth later admitted feeling isolated and betrayed, even as the public obsessed over her royal connection. Her interviews revealed raw honesty about how fame and personal sacrifice left deep scars. Hayworth's passionate relationships, including rumored affairs even after her royal marriage, proved that the life of a Hollywood icon wasn't as magical as it appeared. She remains a symbol of beauty and heartbreak, shining brightly but undeniably burdened by the price of fame. These actors lived lives that were as complicated and captivating as the roles they played, leaving behind legacies marked by both art and controversy. But this story doesn't end here. Click on the next video where we dive into Hollywood actors who struggled with mental health. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to join us on this journey through fame's untold stories. See you in the next one.